What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse ranch, no hate. Take a listen to this, y'all.
Me and Ryan are fighting in April, and the winner between me and Ryan gets Gervonta Davis in the summer, or end of summer, I mean. Dude, Ryan's a great fighter. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all saying that he mid, like, no, he's not mid. He actually, dude, he's like literally like top. Like, he's like a really great fighter. Y'all got this thing confused. Yeah, me and Ryan have signed a contract to fight in April. News Grand Gloves. Yeah, I like Grand.
All right. Now, this video was posted this morning, and Raleigh Romero is so full of shit that I don't never know when to believe this guy. 4. Oscar De La Hoya, the other week, to tweet that if a contract wasn't signed by yesterday, which was Monday, Martin Luther King holiday, he was moving on. Ryan Garcia sat there and said something else, completely different. Contract, he saw it, everything was agreed to, everything was good. It was just, working out little minor stuff. Everything was good. They were set and ready to go, right? If Raleigh is telling the truth, this tells me a couple of things. Okay? 1, Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya are liars. 2, Ryan Garcia is not nearly as confident in beating Tank as he pretended to be. 3, he doesn't see Raleigh Romero as a threat. Because there's no way you're going to take a risky fight before you fight a Tank Davis. Because you lose to Raleigh, then what does that do for you? In fact, you're already fighting the loser of the Tank Davis Raleigh Romero fight. So if you lose to Raleigh, how smart was that when the only thing stopping you from fighting Tank is you? You went on this tirade calling Tank name. I'm not going to stop calling his name until he fights me. I'm going up to 140. Guess what weight class they're fighting at? 135. Remember Raleigh Romero was the one running his mouth saying he, Ryan, and Tiafimo were going up and they were going to all fight at 147. And I said, this guy's always talking. This morning, I saw 10 different videos, recent stuff, of Raleigh running his mouth. 10. And I watched them for this reason, just to make sure it wasn't just different channels posting the same video. All different separate interviews with this guy running his mouth about nothing. This is the way Raleigh fights. Now, Raleigh basically sat here and said they're fighting in April. We know that the date set for Tank versus Ryan was April 15th. So all of this pointing the finger at this guy and that guy, but then you always hear something. This came out of left field. Who was expecting this, right? So if he's telling the truth, this is nonsense. This is pure nonsense. And once again, here we are with the so-called elite guys not fighting each other for whatever reason. And let's just say if Raleigh and Ryan actually did fight, is there still a guarantee? Is there a guarantee that you're still going to get that fight? All this talking and calling Tank's name, now that Tank got this guy out the way, went through his legal situation and everything, the only thing stopping you is you. Because if he fights Ryan really in April, it's going to be another 3.5, just say 4 months before he was actually fight Tank again. Is Tank going to sit out and wait for Ryan all this time? Now, this is some clown stuff right here. And people, oh, Raleigh's, he's funny. He make us laugh. Well, that's what clowns do. I don't find this shit entertaining. I'm not looking at like, oh, this is breaking. No, it's just more nonsense. More craziness. More like everything other than fighting. Just talk. You know, I listened to Tim Bradley sit there and try to shoot down Tank. He's a star. He's a brand. But pretty much shit on his competition. I listened to another guy shit on Devin Haney's, his resume, his accomplishments. Well, here's the funny thing. The most popular guy in the division is the 3-time world champion, has defeated world champions. And here's what's crazy. There are several guys that Tank Davis has defeated that when he beat them, all these idiots said they're bums, they're nobodies. All of a sudden now, Pitbull Cruz is a beast. Yo, that guy is, Pitbull Cruz is a beast, he. Wait a minute. You said he was garbage when he lost to Tank. Oh, big deal. Tank beat a small guy. Motherfucker, Tank is smaller than everybody damn near in the weight class. So we could say if somebody even gives Tank a good fight, oh, well, big deal. You finally beat a midget, right? Because that's what they call him, right? How many times did you recall Tank fighting somebody even smaller than him, especially at 135? Like, period, even at 130. He's usually the shortest guy in the ring. But overall, shit on his accomplishments. He's a 3-time world champion. How many world titles did Ryan Garcia hold? Y'all shitted on Mario Barrios. Oh, man, he ain't all that. He's average. But then y'all praised him when he fought Keith Thurman. Y'all praised him. Y'all shitted on Devin Haney on Jojo Diaz ain't shit. Jojo Diaz fought recently, right? A couple months ago, whatever it was. Yo, Jojo's a warrior, man. No doubt. I respect that guy. He's a warrior. Wait, but he was trash when he fought Devin Haney. Tiafimo, who he said he was about to fight. Another guy that Tank already beat. Now all of a sudden, Pedraza. Oh, he ain't shit. Now all of a sudden, he's supposed to be fighting Tio. Yo, Pedraza, nah. One thing about Pedraza, you can't sleep on him. Pedraza's a war. But they were trash when they fought against Devin or when they fought against Tank. Yet, Luke Campbell, who pretty much failed every attempt at a world title shot, he drops Ryan Garcia. To Ryan's credit, he gets up. It's a fight. So I'm not shitting on Ryan because of what people are saying. I just want to make the point. You guys realize that when Luke Campbell fought Ryan Garcia, he was a fucking journeyman on his way out, and that was his last hurrah? And if you look at Ryan's resume, Luke Campbell and Javier Fortuna are the best fighters on his resume? And you motherfuckers are trying to shit on guys that are undefeated as well, but are actually in the ring fighting? Just like y'all say about Terrence Crawford. Well, how can he fight these guys when we say that he has one of the weakest resumes in the welterweight division right now, even though he's the most talented pure boxer, in the division? Well, how could he fight these guys if they don't want to fight him? Well, that same thing goes for Devin Haney. That same thing goes for Tank Davis or any other fighter. That they want the fights, but nobody wants to fight them. Now, Tank Davis, on the other hand, let me say, there's a video right now with Calvin Ford and Bill Haney. Bill was on some type of Zoom chat, some kind of video chat. Calvin Ford chimed in, but then he says he has nothing to say to Bill. I don't know why you'd come on video chat to have nothing to say, but Bill starts barking at him. And, he like, man, you tell me I ain't getting no money. You know I'm getting money and this and this. And I'm like, okay, see, this is... I feel like what Bill is trying to do is get under Calvin Ford's skin to put him on the spot to say, hey, I'm calling you out. My fight is calling your fight out. Y'all want to fight Ryan, right? Y'all talking about fighting this guy and that. Ryan, hey, according to Raleigh, Ryan and him is fighting, right? According to Oscar De La Hoya, he's walking because no contract was sent. And listen, not only that, Martin Luther King holiday. What the fuck would make you think Why would you pick a holiday? A national fucking holiday to say if I don't have a contract by then, everybody's chilling. Most people want to relax. It's a holiday. Let's cool out. Let's just kick it and okay, whatever. Tuesday business pickup or whatever day. So now they on the Tyson Fury bullshit. If I don't have a contract by this day, I'm walking. Wait. And all of a sudden, according to Raleigh, you and Ryan, him and Ryan have a contract signed? If that's true, you think Oscar De La Hoya didn't know that? And so that means when Ryan was sitting there saying that the fight was signed, that he was lying. Okay. So I think what Bill is doing is putting him on blast. You know, like I remember Bill saying one time, if somebody come in your neighborhood and say they want to fight you and you don't fight them, what do you call that person? Right? Okay. So here's the thing. If you want to fight them, cool. I just think the approach is corny. You know, that's a cornball approach. All that you ain't getting no money shit. We don't give a fuck how much money you have or don't have. That's for y'all to worry about. We about the fights. See, this is the entertainment side that I think Bill is trying to embrace to put out to try. Fuck the money. I mean, the money you going after, yeah. Fight for your money. You want to make your money. We get all of that. But that's not the conversation we want to hear. We don't care about that. Why is everything about fucking money? Why is everything about, you know, what, how big your home is or how many cars, what kind of car you drive, how many cars you, we don't care about none of that. This is the type of shit where I'm not understanding how these people been in boxing so long and still don't understand how to fucking promote a fight. So for Calvin Ford, the fact that he came on, it makes no sense to come on and not talk. You know, Bill barking at him, they kind of going back and forth at this point. And it's not nothing that I wanted to pull up the show. It wasn't even worth it. But I mean, I think that's what his point is. He's trying to put them on the spot to where we're calling you out. And here's the thing. Now, what makes Tank side look bad, and this is real shit. Fuck the casuals. I don't care about you casuals who think you know shit about boxing. For you to be the undisputed champion, but you are the ones calling out the fighters, trying to defend your belts. I'm trying to give you a chance to come take what I got. Let's go. Because Tank, he don't say shit about Devin. Then all of a sudden they'll start beefing. Yo, we gonna fight, blah, blah, blah. Then nothing happens. And this has just been going on forever with so many fighters. So, for that being said, if Raleigh is really going to fight Ryan, why not say, okay, the hell with Ryan. Devin, me and you, let's do it. Why not? Now, all this talk we was hearing about Lomachenko versus Devin Haney, notice how all that shit done quiet down? And I doubt that it's Devin's side. Now, I'm just being real on that. I doubt that it's Devin's side. What's going on? So if Lomachenko is not stepping up to take the fight, and we know Lomachenko is the one who gave his belt up. Okay, that's how Devin became the email champion. Because according to Mauricio Suleiman, it was Lomachenko, and it was also, you know, Canelo that requested franchise champion. Franchise champion is not necessary to have to be undisputed. So why not? Devin's tall and rangy like Ryan Garcia, has speed, maybe not as fast as Ryan, you know, but he has speed. Maybe, you know, I think Ryan punches harder. But Devin's all around a well-rounded, better fighter than Ryan Garcia is. I believe Devin beats all of them. And the only one that I see that might beat Devin is Tank. Because Tank is a well-rounded, skilled fighter. It's just that people focus more on his power. Because he's short, sometimes he give up rounds to figure you out and then start walking you down, touch you, and then before you know it, he done got you the fuck up out of there. You know, but why not? You're already training for a similar type of fighter, at least in stature. So, why not? Why not fight Devin? You got more to gain. All you got to gain, beating Ryan, let me tell you something. He beats Ryan Garcia like I believe Tank will. You know what people are going to say? Yeah, but Ryan's only 23 anyway or whatever. And, he still got learning to do. I think he should. People already saying he should have at least 2 or 3 fights before he fight Tank. So basically, he beats Ryan where he was supposed to beat Ryan. That's what they're going to say. They can talk all the shit they want because commercially it makes more sense. Well, at the end of the day, the better fighter is Devin Haney. And Devin Haney is the best fighter at 135 until somebody beats him and prove difference. I'm not going to sit here and let's understand something. Devin is trying to get these fights. At some point, Devin is going to have to go up in weight because he's outgrowing that division. Like, bottom line. He wants to at least fight Tank Davis before he go up. And if Shakur Stevens decides that he's actually going to go to 135, because they keep talking about going up to this weight and that weight, and then nothing's happening. So, think about it. If Devin Haney, if Tank Davis has no Ryan Garcia on the table, he just fought, okay, it's January, February, March, April. They got time to put that together. And they don't have to fight, don't have to even be in April. Fight in May, fight in June. But bottom line, make it happen. So, yeah, I just think Bill's approach was corny as fuck with all of that. Y'all ain't getting money. It's like, Bill, a couple of months ago last year, was sitting up here defending himself about somebody saying they're not getting money. I think might have been Leonard Ellaby or something like that. Or he's not making the kind of money that Haney's not making the kind of money that Tank is making, or something to that effect. And, we getting money over here. Like, man, y'all keep with us. We getting money. Okay, good. But we talk about boxing, man. I don't want to hear all that bullshit about how much money y'all got or don't got. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just think listening to that, it was just like, okay. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Rolly Romero was so full of shit. He's the same guy that was saying, fuck that. Ryan should only fight Tank at 140. They want to try to give Ryan every advantage that he can possibly have. Because overall, even Rolly, he's like, now for him to even say the winner of us get to fight Tank, right? Rolly only beats Ryan if he can catch him and knock him out. It's not like like that's impossible because Ryan gets very careless. He fights straight up. He stands straight up. And a lot of times, like when Rolly throws his punches, if you watch, he throws his power shots standing squared up. And that's how he got caught by Luke Campbell. And basically because of his hand speed, a lot of fighters, and his height to a lot of the shorter fighters, they're scared to take the risk of getting in because of his hand speed and his power. Tank wouldn't give a fuck. Tank would be smart. And he set him up. And I think Ryan, just like Rolly, has a big-ass ego. And instead of fighting smartly, they fight more off ego and instinct. And a guy like Tank, who's calculated and sharp, he'll catch you and get you out of there. When you least expect it, I don't care what round it is, he can get you the fuck out of there. And I just think he beats Ryan. Now, regardless to that, it's still a fight that should happen. Who the fuck really cares to see Rolly Romero versus Ryan Garcia? And like I said, you're not going to pick a Dane. That would be like, Evander Holyfield's getting ready to fight Mike Tyson. Then all of a sudden he's going to say, hold up, wait. Let me go fight Riddick Bowe or Lennox Lewis for it. No, you're not going to go take a dangerous fight. To get to, for what? What's the purpose? And not only that, Tank and Rolly are not even similar. So pretty much it's one of these things where you're fighting a completely different style. Now, I didn't hear this from Ryan. I didn't hear this from Oscar. So if this motherfucker is just making this up, like I said, because he's full of shit. If you've been watching, Rolly talks a lot of stupid shit, man. And then he says things that's not true. He says things that don't come to fruition. He's the one that said, being a champion don't mean nothing. Nowadays, having a belt don't mean nothing. It's all about how many Instagram followers you got, Facebook, Twitter, and all that, social media. It ain't about belts no more. What you see this guy doing. And he's sitting there, You guys couldn't, I don't know if you can eat after the damn video. Eat before the video, man. But that's what he was sitting there doing, and this is what he's talking about. So, you know, y'all, I don't like to get caught up into he said, she said. So, a lot of the, I just made several videos, and for all the videos I made, there was actually a story, like a video of fighters speaking with, and I don't always want to go into just playing their clips, but sometimes I'll do it because I want you guys to hear it, because you always have non-believers that, where'd you hear that from? Like, I'm not the rest of these clowns. I'm not going to sit up here and make up news just to give you. I have better things to do with my time. So, anyway, Ryan versus Raleigh would mean no Tank Davis. And before Raleigh even said what he said, Oscar was already talking like he don't want the fight. Months ago, last year, I remember somebody asked Oscar, do you think that he's ready, that Ryan is ready for Tank? He said, and his exact reaction was, at this point, it doesn't matter, it's the fight he wants. I take that as, well, no, I don't think he's ready, but, no. It's like I said, you never heard Apri say, Ryan's not ready. I just think Raleigh as well. But I just think Ryan just can't beat Tank unless Tank is off. If Tank is on, he'll beat Ryan. Well, we'll see. That's the whole point. We'll see. How much longer does he need? He can fight 2 more times, 3 more times. He can also go fight and then lose. Now, he just fucked the fight up. And here's the thing. Like I said, if this is true, what is Tank supposed to do? Sit back and just wait for Ryan? Nah. If he wants to fight, look, from now to April, then after that, that's another, you talk about like 7 to 8 months, 8 to 9 months, it will be of inactivity for Tank. So just saying, it is what it is. But I think that if this is true, I think Tank and Haney should get together and get it on. And like I said, all this talk about Lomachenko and Haney, all of a sudden it just died down. And for Bill Haney to be talking shit to Calvin Ford just shows you it's shaky right now with Lomachenko versus Haney. Hey, remember Lomachenko? This is lightweight? No, this is heavyweight. Right? Yeah, so I think Loma, I don't know what's going on, but I don't think he's as eager to fight Devin Haney as people thought he was. And like I said, he relinquished his title for no reason. And his mandatory was who? Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia was Devin Haney's mandatory. He opted out for a so-called exhibition with Pacquiao that never happened. Then he ends up with mental illness after he said he was fighting T.O. Then he was fighting this guy. Then he was fighting that guy. Then more of the same stuff, y'all. Just a bunch of he said, she said. Talk to me in the comments section. Tell me what y'all think about this whole situation. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people. And I will catch y'all on the next video.